Right there. The first thing I want to touch on before I forget is the provision, not just financial. I think a lot of people, they think about provision in sense of finances,
Oh yeah,
which is like the number
most
one
people.
thing. But then you also got like emotional, and then you got spiritual provision. And so, like, kind of expound on that side of responsibility as a father, like being the emotional stronghold or being the spiritual leader in the household. Or do you view yourself like that? Do you view yourself as the spiritual leader of the house?
Yeah, I view myself as that,
Okay.
and I just think the Lord, like I said, real quick story. I was born again November the 1st, 1996. Perrin was born in 94. So I wasn't
Okay.
saved when Perrin was born. So, but I knew that I had responsibility. And once the Lord came into my heart, I knew then I had to teach my kids, show them the way, have Bible studies with them, and how we used to sit down and
Yeah.
go over what was it, the 12 ordinary men class, and we did some things, a lot of things with that, and had our Sunday Bible studies and stuff like that. And I always wanted to, I was always led to do that. So that's why I believe that foundation brought you to who you are today. As far as loving the Lord and knowing the Lord and reverencing the Lord, and so that side was always, that's the spiritual side of it. You said social or some other side.
Yeah, emotional.
Yeah,
The
it's
emotional
like
side of things.
being there when when you got hurt or whatever, or when a situation like incidents might have happened on as you rate coming up, getting your little jobs and stuff like that. Being there to be able to mentor you through how the world works, even through school, high school, elementary school, going to little concerts y'all had, and then our family vacations that we would go on. We would all kind of bond. Because I got to thank the Lord for that too, because we always bonded, man, as a family. We always went on trips and stuff like that. And we be five large, boy. We be hitting it, man. But yeah, so those things, I loved every minute of it, you know, and that kind of binding and just having fun. Real sidebar quick. We went at that time with Ocean City. I'll never forget. I think that was one of the best times. That was like number 1 or 2. And we was in the Atlantic Ocean in Ocean City.
And the waves were hitting us?
Yeah. Oh my God, man! I had the most fun, man. Look, I had the most fun in the world with y'all, man. I was like, this is it. But anyway, I just had to say that. But yeah, those things, man, we had so much fun over the years, man. And Mom, she was right there supporting us and stuff like that, being there and dealing with me, And I never forget that time we went camping we went to RVing. And, I was just talking about the other day, and Mom got sick. Remember Mom got sick, and then we went to that music park. She got sick. It was real hot. She was going through a therapy thing. And I just thank the Lord that we got through that and stuff like that. So we've been through ups and downs,
we've been
social,
through a lot.
And spiritual and financial and there's a whole 9. And we still hanging.
Yeah.
Then we still doing it. Even now as we talking.
Right.
But I can keep going. I'm gonna let you have some speak there.
Yeah, I guess I had one more question.
Okay.
Just when it comes to responsibility, what are some ways that you had to fall back on other things? Like as a father, you can't do the things you used to do when you were single. So like what were some things that you had to pull back on when you became a dad?
Oh yeah, I think we all have to go through that. Because now it ain't about you no more.
Yeah.
Because it's like when you sing, it's like you can kind of run and do a gun and run, or just do things that you wouldn't normally do if you had a family. So I just knew one of the things I knew I had to do. I definitely had to work and bring money home and save, so we could do things as family. And my whole mindset was family. That's one thing that changed. My whole mindset was just family. It wasn't like me, and it wasn't like me and mom. It was like us.
Yeah.
You know. So when that happened, it changed everything. Like far as like my everyday goings. Once my mind was on that, not on that, it was that. That was what it was. It wasn't like on it. It was it. You know what I mean? And that to me makes a difference. Your mind can be on something, but who you are. And that's who I became. I became just a family man. It's like my mind is like, when I think of the house, I think of us. Yeah. So with that being said, it changed everything I did. So I think that's the blanket of it. I mean, I can go into individual things that changed me, but the mindset was changed. And I think that's more important than anything else, because everything else kind of, I didn't make, once I got there, I didn't make nothing else like personal.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I kind of didn't.
It was always about them.
Yeah, it was it was a mind made up thing. It was just like this. So it was like, them other things didn't, I mean, if they crossed my mind, they poof like that. It wasn't like, I'm trying to maneuver. It was just like, no, that's ain't who I am no more.
Yeah.
So yeah. That changed me a lot with that. Being responsible with my family and stuff like that. And I loved it, man. I still do.
Yeah.
I don't have no regrets about it. None at all. Sometimes I wish I could just go back and do it all over again.
Do you think having that mindset, though, I don't want to call it a bad thing. I want to call it like an Achilles heel. Okay. Because you obviously want to be family oriented, but I think sometimes you become so family oriented, you might forget about yourself. So it's like, like as us, we're getting older and we're not in the house anymore. Now it's like, what am I going to do now? I just spent the past 20 plus years kind of raising y'all. Now I got to find myself again. Do you ever feel like that? Or I know you say you won't regret it, but do you ever think about that?
To a certain degree, but nothing that's negatively about it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Because, look, y'all done moved out everything and all. It's like hanging with baby girl now. You know what I mean? It's like, hey.
Yeah.
Man, I'm going to be hanging that. And it's like that kind of thing, And never missed a beat kind of thing, And, now the situation with your grandmama, she back home with us and all, and that changed some things around. Now I got to be responsible now for her.
Yeah.
So, but nah. But I always miss y'all with that. I mean, that's just a given, but.
Yeah.
But, no. Because, look, it don't take much to please me anyway. So, and I don't do a whole lot no way. I'm kind of like you were saying earlier. Introvert, you don't need to be around a lot of people. So, when y'all rolled out, it wasn't like, oh yeah, I get a chance to do this. No, it wasn't even nowhere close. Now, I did do some things. Went and got my bike, start going to the gun range and things of that nature, things that I wanted to do, but it wasn't nothing that I couldn't still do.
Right.
But now I got a little more time. I'm able to, then being retired and all, and just got a part-time job. So I'm able to do it more, because the availability is much more wider than it was earlier. But I wasn't hindering when I couldn't do it. So, yeah.